Imagine this, you've just started your business and suddenly content becomes your full-time job. On top of your already existing full-time job, you're staring at a blank screen thinking, what should I post? Where should I post? You don't need more hustle, you need a smart system that will support you along the way. In this video, I'll show you how to create a simple, stress-free content strategy that brings you ideal clients, even if you're short in time, inspiration, or energy. This is the exact method I used to sign my first high-ticket coaching clients while juggling a corporate job, 2 kids, and zero marketing budget. Let's dive into it. Most people think that content is just posting randomly. What ends up happening is that you post when you feel like it or when you feel inspired. You overthink what to say, you start copying what other people saying, and then you disappear for 2 weeks because you're exhausted and discouraged without seeing any immediate results. Does it sound familiar? It definitely what was happening to me. But content isn't about being everywhere. It's about building trust. You don't need to post daily. You need to post intentionally. And for that, you need a system. Here is the framework I give to my clients in the early stages of building their business. Pillar 1, choose one platform. You don't need to be on every platform. Choose one platform where your ideal client hangs out, and also what you enjoy creating. For example, for LinkedIn, it's more text. For Instagram, it's more video. Pillar 2, choose 3-4 content themes. Think of your content like a Netflix series. People binge when there is a theme. This is exactly how you need to approach your content. Here are my pillars as a coach: credibility and story, my exit from corporate, my first clients, lesson learned, my values, and how I think. Strategy and mindset, how to stay focused, create offers, find time, client wins, testimonials, behind the scenes of real results, calls to action, inviting people to my newsletter or coaching. You can brainstorm your themes by asking, what do I want to be known for? This is kind of your top of the funnel. What is my ideal client struggling with? This is middle of the funnel. And why is my offer different to all of the rest on the platform? This is bottom of the funnel. Keep it simple. Stick to these themes. They build trust, clarity, and consistency. Pillar number 3, plan weekly, not daily. Posting every day sounds great, but you can't start from running 100 miles per hour. I started with 2 posts per week, did it for a couple of months, and then moved to 5 posts per week when I knew I was ready to commit. I have now 170 pages of A4 posts, which even when I start repurposing will be enough probably for the whole year of content. Instead of writing and hoping for the right moment when the inspiration comes, plan write content in batches, once in a week. For example, I usually dedicate a few hours on Monday for this. Create 2-3 posts around your content pillars we just spoke about. Schedule them or prep them in a note on your phone. I will do more videos in the future on specifically LinkedIn content and how to write it, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. This creates rhythm, and rhythm builds confidence. Never rely on the moment of inspiration or motivation. It's always better to have a system in place, which is built upon the discipline and consistency. Pillar number 4, create before consume. Most new business owners scroll first, post later, or not at all. Flip that. Each day you are scheduled to post. Open your platform. Let's say LinkedIn in this particular case, because that's the platform where I show up daily. Engage with others people's posts for 20-30 minutes before. It is important to put the timer, otherwise you will be just scrolling and consuming. But it is also important to engage with other people's posts before you post your own post, because it warms up the algorithm. So engage for 20-30 minutes, leave as many comments on the post that you care about and the people who you also support, and then go and post your post. Your post ideally should be pre-ready already, as we spoke about, because you're doing them in batches. Then stay online for another 20-30 minutes to reply to the comments and start conversations with people who come and check your profile. This will build your visibility fast. In 1 month, I once got 20 discovery calls booked by engaging with 5 people daily and starting conversations. But also, don't get discouraged if you don't see any comments appearing under your posts or any likes at the start. Visibility is really hard when you're just starting. Give yourself time and don't give up. You are building relationships here and not just chasing vanity metrics. It is also super important to consume a high quality information from books, podcasts relevant to your niche and relevant to the problem you are solving for people. This will be giving you fresh ideas. And it doesn't mean that you will just copy that information. You will consume that information, but you will put your spin on it, which will have an absolutely fresh look. Also, keep a running list of ideas. Mine comes from chats with clients, kids, even podcasts. And I have it on my phone as a running list. Now let's look at the execution strategy for your content. Here is how you can execute it without overwhelm. Sunday, 30 minutes. Plan your weekly content. Write 2-3 posts. 2-3 weekdays for 40 minutes each day. Post, reply to comments, and engage with others. Preferably pick the same time of the day and stick to it. Ideally, it should be the time when you know your ideal customer is on that platform. On Saturday, dedicate 30 to 60 minutes. Review what worked, come up with a list of ideas for next week, have conversations in your direct messages. You can do this even with a full-time job. I did this while working full-time and raising kids and managing a big team. The difference is you need a system. Now you have one. So don't just rely on the moment. Add some structure to your life. If this helped you feel a little more confident about content, grab my free content starter kit below. Also, let me know in the comments, what platform are you focusing on at the moment? Where do you think your ideal client does hang out? And if you want to know more what you need to start creating as the first and foremost thing in your business, even before you start creating your offer, check my video here about building your personal brand. This is by far one of the most important things for every service business owner. I'll see you there. With care, Anna.